Hello, hello. We're back again, back again. Today, short and simple, we're just doing some gluing, a little bit of screwing with the little hinges there, but simple stuff today. So I've got a couple things here that I gotta glue. This goes, oh, I guess it does, can only go one way, right? Doy. Okay, for this, I don't need fine line just yet, so I'm going to go ahead and use my big one so I can get some decent coverage here. That one, and I'm like, although I guess it does kind of matter because it could be upside down. Okay, so this one goes on here. This goes on here. Get that squishy down. And then with these, we go around looks like it goes all the way around this one. It's funny, it says, and then cut the redundant part. I guess that would be the part that's the part that's too big. Like you just saw me use that glue, right? Okay, so we're gonna glue that up to the edge. Bend that around the corner. Bend it around the next corner. Maybe I'll glue it first. Okay. Thinking for the sake of for the sake of I don't know what. Because I don't really know what I'm trying to say. Alright, all the way around. Well, it's funny because it just shows this little piece right here as being the redundant part. So I don't know why there's such a lip in here, but there is. Just trying to get that to stay squished. I'm assuming I'll figure out that overhang at a later point. And then this one has me start at this corner up here. Husband is in a foul mood this morning. Our internet has been out yet again. It's like the third time in the last 2 days that our service has gone down, which is really annoying and frustrating and all the things, because we don't really have another option for out here. I mean, we literally only have 2 internet providers that service this area. And we went with the one we have because when we first moved out here, you know, we talked to the neighbors and we read reviews of both companies. And while neither one of them got phenomenal views or reviews, Pocket iNet got a little better than Frontier did. Not by much, but it was enough. But it's been really frustrating. Our internet is down so often. And I'm like, as often as it goes down, we should be entitled to some compensation as far as I'm concerned. So these two are the same. Okay. Just occurred to me why there's gap. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, so this glues down. And I'm going to put some glue all around the edges. These are supposed to be glued on first. And then covered with the paper. There's that one. And then this one. I'm like, wait a minute, what is going on here? Okay, I'm going to go in on this one. I'm going to go on there. Just only doing that because I just literally got glue all over myself doing that last one. So, trying to make a little less mess of myself. As I dribble glue right off onto my hand. So much for being less messy, huh? Okay, let's get that up in there. Get those corners in there. Those edges glued on. Sorry, I'm trying really hard to stay on camera for you guys. I had to increase the font on my camera. I mean, on my monitor, because I'm blind. My vision's getting worse day by day. And unfortunately, it made my on OBS, it made my window that I look at super small. And I'm like, it's really annoying, and I don't know how to make it bigger. All of my like information panes, like, you know, my audio mixer, my camera, the start streaming, start recording, all of that is really big, and then my screen that I look at is only like, you know, it's like, it's big, it's tiny. I can do it right there. That's as big as it is. Probably looks really big to you guys. On my screen, it's very tiny. And so I look up and I have to like squint to see if I'm on screen. Like, this is not working for me. But I did it. I had to, because I downloaded a bunch of images off of, I bought a digital kit from somebody on Etsy, and everything was so tiny and little. And I'm like, I can, from my seat down here, I cannot see what those say. I'm like, I need to make stuff bigger. And so I did, and now I can't see anything. Okay. So, double layer this like I was supposed to. We're going to start gluing this on. Make sure I glue them the right side up. Do I wrap around? I do. Wrap around this little tail here. Okay, so there. And then right here, there's a straight edge. Oh, Lindsay O just went live. She is an interesting character. I was introduced to her through the goat raids. Getting kind of used to, you know, she's a Reiki master. She's a light, what did she call her? A light worker, something, transmuting energies and all kinds of different stuff. And so, like, very interesting listening to her live streams for sure. Okay, so make sure that doesn't lift. I can't really jump onto somebody else's live stream at the moment though, because kind of busy. Okay. That goes into that little ledge there. Like so. I'm also trying to really trying to keep the glue where it's supposed to be. Okay, and then not doing a good job at keeping the glue where it's supposed to be, but I'm trying. So this comes across here, meets up with that one, rounds the corner, rounds the corner, and cut off the redundant part. Okay. It's a cool little sign there. There's that. Woo! Okay. I think I'm done with the glue. Okay, the next part is attaching the doorways. So this is upright, hinge and hinge. So I need 2 hinges and 8 screws. So 1. Come on. Need the screws come out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Put all these beads and sequins and whatnots back in the bag. If I can get them to unstick from my fingers, that would be fantastical. Okay. Now, which way does it go? This away. This away and this away. Boop boop. Where did my little screwdriver go? There it is. Alright. Now I do wish that something was magnetic here. Because, wowza, this is going to be a challenge. Never worked with little tiny screws before. So that, let's see, let's do it. Let's go. Like that. And then that. I'm not going to tighten that down just yet. Whose brilliant idea was it to make little tiny hinges? Little tiny hinges on little tiny doors. Okay, there's that one. Can't lose the little tiny screws, or so they fall off my table. Probably never gonna find them. Get that, just get it in place again. There's that one. Whew. Like, I guess I should look up and make sure I'm in shot, huh? Mm-hmm. Okay. There goes that one. But that's why I decided to do just a short one, a short video. As in, like, just a few pieces. Because I was figuring I was going to struggle with this. Come on. Stay in there just long enough. Let me switch out. Erg. Just need you to stay in long enough for me to switch out the screwdriver. With the tweezers. There we go. Or switch out the tweezers with the screwdriver, I guess, is the proper order there. I will say that in all the doll houses that I've done, all the miniature houses that I've done so far, I've never had to work with miniature screws and, you know, had something quite this fiddly. Okay, now that I've got all four in there, let's go ahead and tighten them down. I mean, and they're just going into, you know, soft wood, so I don't know. How tight I should tighten them. Just giving those a final tightening there. The hinges work. Screws aren't coming out the back. And then in this window, see, I don't know what it says to divide this into two parts. It says divide C60, which is this piece, into two parts. And it shows the frame and then the center part. But then it says and then stick them. Why would you separate them? So I don't understand. That's not going to fit in that window. I mean, it would if I cut the little ends off. But it does show those being cut, so. wish that I had a X-Acto knife. I do not. It scared me. Okay. So this, I presume, is supposed to glue into here. And that definitely would fit without those little tabbies, though. Let's see if I can get a view of it later. Doesn't really show me, so let's see. Okay. So we're going to take this. I guess I wasn't done gluing. And again, why are they different colors? I don't like that. Put glue on the 6 points. And then we're going to put it in this window. And ideally center it. Got some coloring to do toward the wood there and there. Okay. And then these, let's get my file out again. Get those little nubbies. The nubbies on the inside. Okay. And then does not say to do this in the directions, but it's the only way that these are going to fit where it says to put them. Okay, so my knife is not wanting to cut it. Oh, that one went. That one went. Maybe I just give it a little more muscle. Okay. Put that back. We're going to file down those corners. Ooh, don't break it. Now working with very thin things. Oh no, daughter just sent me a text. The shoe rack bit me. I'm like, well, it's better than the kid, because and then here, fit that in the window. See, it's not going in now. Oh, yeah. Getting glue everywhere. Maybe it's not supposed to go in there. Sure seems like it should. This goes over this. So it doesn't go in that little window. Also wasn't supposed to have the little nubbies cut off, but that's okay. Nobody's gonna know except for me and anybody that watches my videos. Glue glob there. Okay. Really sounded like my husband just came home. Just heard a big old thump out there. But that is it for this video. Anyway, so we've got this, we've got this, we've got the sign for the front, and we've got the front door and window. Ta-da! And some little nubbies that didn't need to be cut off, but that's okay. It is okay. Alright, well, thanks for tuning in for another Teeny Tuesday. We'll catch you in the next video. Bye!